Hello everybody and welcome to PC Tech and Gaming. My name is Kyle and today we are looking at the Gigabyte GeForce RTX 3080, or more to the point we're unboxing it and looking at it. This has been my first video on the channel for a while. I've been having a bit of a break, a bit of a rethink, and I think I'm ready to go with creating some more content. So yeah, here we are. So this particular Gigabyte RTX 3080, this is one I ordered from my local PC store about a week or so after the launch of the 3080. And obviously it took about 4 weeks for me to get one, so it was quite a long time. But of course the last 3080 that I got was the Galax version, and that I ordered on day one of the launch from an online reseller, and I pretty much got that a week later. So it took me a lot longer to get my hands on the Gigabyte card than the Galax card, which you may have already seen the unboxing of on this channel. If not, I'll put a link to the description, well, a link to the video in the description. But yeah, so I do have a purpose for wanting to, because I'm going to review both cards and I want to see how they go against each other, being that Gigabyte is a fairly well-known, and well-respected brand, and Galax is one of those lesser-known, lesser-trusted brands, you might say. So it's going to be interesting to see how both of these cards perform when pitted against each other. And then eventually, after I finish testing them and all, one card will probably live in my editing system, and the other card, well, I'm sure I can find something pretty interesting to do with that. As up and coming on the channel, I will have another PC build video of the angriest, meanest gaming PC money can possibly buy. Well, not the most angriest, but pretty close to it. So stay tuned for that one. But anyway, let's get to the unboxing. So I want to try and do this a little bit quicker than my last unboxing, as that was probably drawn out a bit too much. So let's get to it. So obviously we have our front of the box, we have our back of the box, pretty standard Gigabyte affair. And now, obviously the sides are pretty stock standard, nothing to see here. And then, yeah, let's get into unboxing the card. Now, this is the first time I've opened it, so it's a true unboxing. So that's our first box. You may remember seeing on my channel that I fake unboxed exactly one of these cards right before I got my Galax 3080, as my local PC store gave me an empty box. So I made a bit of a video how frustrated I was with the launch, because all I could get was an empty box. But this time, it's a full box. So yeah. So we got this box, just pretty standard Gigabyte on the front. It's got a lot less elaborate packaging than the Galax 3080. That had a bit more stuff going on. So open this, and you can see it's pretty well standard affair. If you've owned a Gigabyte graphics card or opened one the last few years, that's pretty much how they come. So that obviously is all the warranty cards and papers. Pretty much, not much people do anything with that. Get that back in there. There we go. So taking that one off. And now, the bit we've all been waiting for. What does one of these behemoths look like? So, out it comes to reveal the card. The menacing looking card that it is. didn't need my trusty friend the knife this time, so that can go over there, and now we're just left with an empty box. There's nothing underneath the box, so pretty standard affair here. Unfortunately, I'm not rich enough to acquire a RTX 3090. Yeah, it's just, the cost of one is just incredible. Like, the cost of one of those cards is more than two of these. And yeah, unfortunately for this small tech channel, I'm not going to be able to get my hands on one. But, you know, maybe in the future when the price comes down or something to that effect. But right now, here and now, when it's the fastest graphics card you can buy, unfortunately not. But that's okay. I will still have tech for you guys, just not that particular tech. Anyway, so here's our RTX 3080. And now let's unbox or unpackage it now. So I'll get the good old sticker here. Oh, it's quite a large card. And here we are. Wow, that is big. And here we go, everybody. Here is our GeForce RTX 3080 Gigabyte edition. I think it's a Gaming OC is the particular edition of Gigabyte card that this is. So we just have a pretty standard 3-fan cooler. I just realised I'm holding the card upside down. I'll change that. So a 3-fan cooler. Lots of copper heat pipes I can see underneath the fans. Let's look at the card from that way, which shows you the PCB. The PCB only goes out to about here, so it's quite short, really, when you think about it. And of course, this is the top of the card. And then that is the back of the card. Or if you turn it around this way, it's got the GeForce RTX the right way around. As for power, obviously we've got our two 8-pin connectors. And yeah, no attachable extra fan like the Galaxy one gives us, so it's going to be interesting to see how much performance or coolness that actually does for that Galaxy card when I do the testing. So that's it, guys. That is our unboxing of the Gigabyte GeForce RTX 3080 Gaming OC Edition. You may also notice, for those keen eye among you, is that this video, the quality of this video is much more improved on what I usually put out. That's because this is the first video on the channel that I'm recording in 4K, and I bought the full version to my editing software, i.e. I moved from the free version, which only allowed me to render files at 720p, and I've now bought the full version of the software. So I'm now able to render files in much, much higher resolutions. So obviously I haven't rendered or edited this file yet as I'm recording it, but I'm hoping to put this file out in 4K or at least, you know, 1080p or 2K. I don't know. I'll have a look when I do it, but pretty excited to be able to put out a high quality file, I gotta say, although it might be larger. But anyway, we will see. So anyway, stay tuned for the review of the Gigabyte card and the Galaxy card. I'm sorry I haven't got them to you yet. One thing that is holding me up is that I don't actually have a 4K monitor, believe it or not. The best I've got is a 2K monitor. And I think it's kind of an injustice to benchmark and test these cards when they can't even run at 4K, because as we know, they're the perfect 4K card and essentially meant for running games in that resolution. And of course, the lower the resolution means more and more there's a CPU bottleneck, potentially. Even though I'll be benchmarking them on a Ryzen 9 3900X, which is a pretty quick CPU. But anyway, with the absence of a 4K monitor, I haven't really wanted to do the review, so I'm in the process of acquiring a 4K monitor. And once I have one, then I'll have the reviews for both the Gigabyte and Galax card out to you guys. So in the meantime, sit tight. I've got a couple of Let's Plays coming up as well. And if you liked the video, please hit like. Of course, if you didn't like it, you can hit dislike as well. And if you like the content from the channel, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And you get to see more content like this. So win-win. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.